You and your dog need to trust one another. What better way to enforce that trust than to involve their food? And we're gonna play a little game. So the game I'm going to show you guys is called Ditch the Bowl. So right now I'm just feeding him some of his dog food. Yeti, come here, come follow me, come here. And we're doing this little game where he's following me around. And then when he catches me, I give him a treat. And you can do a few different kernels at a time. I'm just feeding him little bits of his food, trying to get him to learn that I'm the one who gives him this food. You can practice this at any time of the day or nighttime, just whenever you want to feed your dog. You can have them sit, you can have them play tricks, you can have them go and grab the food on the floor, which he didn't even notice I dropped some food on the floor. Yeti, come here, look. Come here. Come here. You want your dog to learn that since you provide the food, they should trust you. This is also a good thing to help you get rid of the advice that you may have been fed from years ago, indicating that you best leave a dog alone while they're eating. The reason that's not the greatest advice is because if you have a little child around, your children are going to want to check out their food. They're going to want to play in their food. Well, if you have a dog who you've left alone while they're eating, what's going to happen is that that dog will become territorial over their food. And they could nip, they could snap, they could get mad at the child. So by practicing this method, this helps reinforce the idea that you're the food provider and they need to be respectful. Now you could use the whole bowl when you're doing this training method. Oh, and there's a treat in here too. Let me give him the treat. Oh my goodness, he's going to like that. Oops. Sorry, sweetie. This helps develop a good bond of trust between you and your dog. Because what happens if your dog breaks free while they're on their leash, on a walk? You want to be able to get your dog back to you and bring them under control. Now, what if your dog sees a squirrel and gets distracted? You want your focus on you. And with the squirrels, I know this because Yeti loves squirrels, as I'm sure plenty of dogs love squirrels. You'll want to get your focus back on you. Same with if there's a car going by, or another person on a bike, or someone else walking their dog. You want your dog's focus to be on you. And because we're practicing this method of earning trust, you know that they're going to listen to you. Dogs do really well with people they trust. Now you can feed your dog how and when you'd like, even if it's just little bits at a time, by little handfuls. Otherwise, you could feed your dog the whole bowl. You can give them small handfuls, bigger handfuls, or you can give them one treat at a time. Your dog doesn't know what you're doing. So it's a guessing game for your dog, and they're going to be excited about it. This is providing a lot of mental stimulation for your dog, and it's developing that good trust. And I'm bonding with my fuzz pup. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh. And now we're not using any of his special treats. We're just using his dog food from his bowl. And I'm just giving him small handfuls because it would take a long time for me to feed him bit by bit. Now I'm changing up the game. I'm going in different directions with him, having him do some different things. Now if he were a small dog, I could have him go underneath my legs or around me really fast. Sweetie, you don't have to sit. You don't have to sit with this game. He's so used to sitting. Come here. Come here, yeah. Oh yes, oh yeah. Oh. Now I know your mom told you don't play with your food, but with a dog's food you can totally play with them. You can even involve feeding them their dinner through a Kong toy, or we can use this block. The block has a hole in it on one side, so you can fill the block with some of his Crunch Crunch. I call his dinner his Crunch Crunch. And then you put it down on the ground for your dog to kick. Look, sweetie, look. You could use a scrunchy mat, which is a mat with different textures in it. You can put some food in those different texture areas so that your dog can sniff around and dig in there to grab their treats, their dinner. You could use an interactive toy puzzle. This is kind of an interactive toy puzzle. It has a hole in it. Otherwise, you can use some toy puzzles, which I have linked down below in yetisplace.dog is our website. You can access that website through our description below. You could even use an empty shoebox filled with some empty paper towel rolls or some empty toilet paper rolls. And you could bury some food in between those paper towel rolls and inside the toilet paper rolls and inside the box, and you can give the box to them and they can dig around looking for the food. Yeti, come here. Come here, sweetie. Are you done? You can't be done. You can't be done. You haven't even finished all your crunch crunch. Now, the stuffed dog toys help promote calm. So if your dog is stressed out, just get one of those toys that you can fill with the food. You can get a mat that you can put food in, and then that will occupy their mind, which helps calm them. Because a dog with an active mind is going to be a better behaved, more calm dog. Dogs are natural hunters. Yeti, whenever we go on a walk, if he sees a gopher or a squirrel, chipmunk, any little type of animal, he just zooms off. My late Samoyed, Chewy, loved skunks. After he was sprayed by a skunk, he wanted those skunks even more. But by using this method, where we're ditching the bowl and I'm hand feeding Yeti his treats, his dinner, crunch crunch. This is helping reinforce that good bonding experience that Yeti and I have. Also providing some mental stimulation for Yeti. It's almost as good as him chasing after that skunk or squirrel, chipmunk, bunny, whatever type of animal he finds. Dogs are natural hunters, and some dogs, like Yeti, also like to herd. This method helps reinforce that. For a fun way to keep your dog off the furniture, be sure to check out this video over here, and we'll bark at you next time.